Good morning. Well, it's 11 a.m. in Florida. I made it through the first batch of company. Hooray! 11 a.m. in Florida. And I am going to finish up the artist journal that I have been sneaking in here early morning, late at night, when everyone was sleeping or doing something else. And I'm going to finish it up today so it can be picked up tomorrow. Oh, and I've got a wobbly table. Let's just fix that really quick. My granddaughter was sleeping on an air mattress in here, so everything's in a little bit of disarray. And I think it's going to take me a minute to get over the first company hangover. But we had a fabulous visit. So good to see the grandkids. We did all of the things. Hopefully a notification will go out. And it's chilly in Florida today, people. Chilly. Very chilly. All right. Well, as soon as somebody types in chat, so I know this thing's working, because what's it been? A week or better since I've been on? I don't know. It's been a hot minute. Make sure you can hear me, see me, all of the things. All of the things. I'm going to get this done today. Then I got to clean house. I got to run a couple errands. I'm going to try and come back on this evening and do a couple things with you guys. Then this needs to get delivered tomorrow. Flip this house, and 6 a.m. Monday morning, the next batch of my company is going to roll on in. So what I did with this one, it's an old ledger cover, but it is a journal for an artist that does drawing, and she does all different kinds of drawing, whether it's sketching with a pencil or pastels, or just all kinds of drawing. So what I did was I went through my stash of papers, watercolor paper, drawing paper, anything I had. I made copies of the ones that did have covers on them. So like this was a very old drawing pad, and it says standard weight paper for drawing, suitable for ink, watercolor, So I made a copy of that. There's an old parchment tracing paper. It says it's good for charcoal, pastel, pen, markers, pencils. I had this pad of calligraphy paper, a sketch pad, draft master paper. This was, hi Janice. Well, I have a 36-hour company break, and I have to get this book finished today for pickup tomorrow. Hi Tammy. And then I also used this drawing paper, and I used the cover of it for one side of the writing board. So, and then the journal, hopefully this is a lady's name. I took that this was a court docket ledger, and so it said U.S. court docket here. So I put this little label that said art, that says art is to look at, not to criticize. I put that on there, and then I took a piece of chip and I made this plate that goes on there. This is a poem. There is a full-size page of this in there, so it is legible. And I just love that it had the iris. I think I added that. Anyway, with her name and the year. And then I used this lovely charm that Lisa Jameson made. And I just used a ball pen and put that on there. I dyed some seam binding. And this is espresso alcohol ink. And that's the color it came out. First I was like, but it does match the iris kind of perfectly. So like, all right, all right, I'm going to roll with it. I'm not going to show the other side of the writing board because it's a photo. And so, that's kind of personal. So I'm not going to show the other side of that. And then the inside front and back cover, I've got covered up because those are also photos. So let's see if I can get this guy in frame and show you guys what I did. So I did her name again with the year in Roman numerals. Let's see, under here is I just won't show faces. It's a wedding photo of her and her husband. So that's what the front, which I thought was kind of cool. And I found this digital that was amazing. So it had all these artsy, things, right? And let's see if you guys can see. Unfortunately, I fought with the printer until I almost ran out of paper. I was hoping to not have to cut the. It was these guys, because they were whole, but I did end up having to cut them to get them to fit. Yeah, isn't that a cool page? And I put one of the quotes there. This is this parchment paper. Oh, and don't ask me right now where I got this stuff because I have just been in a whirlwind of company grandkids, gingerbread houses, SeaWorld, boating, fishing, out to dinner, Christmas presents, all the things. So, and trying to do this while everybody's asleep. So, anyway, I did put a little bit of coffee or tea dyed paper in here. However, the person that is getting this as a gift isn't a junk journaler. So there will have to be a little bit of explanation to her. Tammy, sit down. Sit down. And Tammy, I put your box in the mail today, just so you know. This is I love this paper. It is this writing paper for calligraphy and other uses. It looks like a craft almost, but it's got like a almost smooth construction paper feel. But I took this and made it look like the brushes were coming out. There's some more parchment. So then what I did, because this book is so big, it's almost 14 by just a little over 9. So I had to build pages. Now this paper, let's see, yeah, did I build? Yeah, I built this page. So like this page, I did want, some color. I know that's kind of, surprising coming from me. I did want some color and some inspiration. But you see how nice that shows through. But still places for her to draw and sketch, I was thinking of putting some vintage tape there and there, making that a pocket, but I just don't know because, this is going to be strictly for drawing. So I did put one of Pam's pockets in there. There's one of Janine's cards, one of my business cards, of course, and then one of those little Prima. Hi, Kip. How are you? I'm on a mad dash to finish this art journal for pickup tomorrow. Isn't that gorgeous? And I promise in January, if anybody wants to know where I got these digis and whatnot, I promise I'll tell you. And so this, I believe, feels like watercolor paper. See, I can't remember. Anyway, so this is the back of the first signature. Here's the front of the next signature. And it was just, it had an envelope here. So what I did was I printed this off 2 more times on regular paper so that I could put the envelope, and then I printed it again and did the flap, and then I just tucked this little postcard in there. She grew up in the Netherlands. This is the only thing I had that had Netherlands on it, even though it's New Netherlands Bank of New York, and I put one of those quotes there. And it's got the color wheel. And then here's, I think, some kind of poem or something, The Colors of Life. And then again with the drawing paper, parchment, a tea dyed, the calligraphy paper. Oh, I just love this. More parchment. And then there's color wheels behind it. Isn't that pretty? And this again is I believe, a watercolor page. I did tip in a couple of things, you know, just for a little inspiration. And I'm hoping, you know, that I didn't do too much. You can see where I built the page. See here coming through from the other side. A little bit of tea dye. And then there's some of these great, like, drawings. Then what I did, there's a few spots in here. This is some really heavy-duty watercolor paper. And it just, you know, to fold it and bind it in something that's going to be drawn in was going to be a lot. So I cut it down and used a clip. And so I've clipped in a lot of stacks of paper in here so that maybe she wants to use the writing board to draw on this and then, you know, glue it in here, or, you know, whatever. Front and back of neck signature. Oh, aren't these gorgeous? So when I print on something thin like this, like vellum or parchment or whatever, I use the laser, and I don't load it in the regular paper slot. I use the front bead one at a time, and it does beautifully. There's another page with brushes. And then I think I've got, oh, and this is just one of my little, you know, attempt at collage. Pay no attention to that. This was just an old, it was out of an old magazine or newspaper on Springbrook. I just thought that was beautiful, and it might be great for inspiration. There's another drawing pad page. Another, well, this is a lightweight watercolor page. Some more of the calligraphy. Art is not a thing, it's a way. Another one of the drawings. So just, you know, this was difficult for me to not use a bunch of, you know, old paper, because most of this is new paper to be drawn on. So it was a very fun challenge. All right, and clipped on here is these pages. Yep. So this sketch pad, there's pages from that. Another piece of that. There's another full-size page. This right here is the cutest thing. It was in the front of this. Good kid. So I just had to put it in there. I thought it was so stinking cute. So I just paper clipped it in there. So cute. So what have you guys been up to? Tell me what I've missed. What's been going on? There's another, oh, isn't that gorgeous? I did put a Victorian calling card on there, you know, just for a little. This one had a boo-boo, so it did get some vintage tape. I thought that was cute. Squirrel, looking at a drawing of a squirrel. Wow, the lag is horrible today. So here's the back, you know, and even though I printed ink onto this drawing page, I'm sure she can sketch on it. This is the same as this. I just added, so it can actually be read. Because I tried to read it on the front with a magnifying glass. Nope. I thought this was fun. Drawing materials. So it's kind of the same thing. There's, now on this one, what did I do? Oh, these are the papers out of this. And so they're just clipped on there, ready to be used. I love these digis that I found. Another art quote. Here's another drawing. Front and back signatures again. And I used some of that gorgeous fabric that Donna so generously sent me from Australia. Look at this. So cool. All right, what do we have here? Oh, there's one of Janine's little paint chip cards. Look at this old studio easel. Isn't that cool? There's another big page. Here I clicked on some of the tracing paper, a stack of that to be used. Color Harmony Circle. Then there's my stamp. This is it. This is the last journal of 2022. Oh, and then under here is another photo. And I did put a little quote here that says, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. And then there's another photo under there. Good morning, Donna. How are you? Chilly? I'm chilly. It's chilly in Florida. So these I'm just going to include so she gets an idea of some of the kinds of, pages or papers that are in here. I've got the writing board situated. So I just had a few things. I have some more of the quotes cut out. Oh, I wanted to put this to me card in there. And then, oops, nope, that's the sewing. That goes over with the sewing journal. That sewing journal is still available, and I'm going to come on later this afternoon with that. And I think I'm going to separate it from the box and maybe just put one box of the lace with it and lower the price, and then sell the other boxes of lace as a bundle. So that'll be this afternoon. Ooh, yeah, well, it's going to be 30 or colder on Christmas Day here. Merry Christmas. My daughter, son-in-law, and my grandkids flew out last night. So I survived that. I survived 11 hours at SeaWorld. Ooh, girls. That was a day. That was a day. Oh, let's see if I can find you guys a picture or two. My grandson is a shark fiend. He loves sharks. His birthday is next month. And so we were able to get into, this is a little video, into the underwater restaurant at SeaWorld. And he was able to have dinner with the fish and the shark. So he was pretty excited about that. And then there he is with his shark pointing up at the shark. So that was kind of fun. And my granddaughter and I did the behind the scenes with the killer whales. So that was very fun. What else? Let's see. Try and find a picture for you guys. Oh, there's him and I after the adults were all on a roller coaster. I don't do roller coasters, so I just bought him a shark, and we were sitting there waiting for them to get off their ride. Let's see. There's one of us at the end of, my granddaughter and I at the end of the tour with one of the whales there posing. It was. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 more coming in Monday morning until the 30th. So this is my little break. Let's see. Oh, we went to the zoo. The kids did zip lining. We fed the animals. There's my granddaughter feeding the giraffe. What else? There's not many things we didn't do. There's my grandson after he and I finished one of the 4 gingerbread houses. Don't even get me started, Janice. Don't even get me started. My granddaughter, so they live in Alaska. They were on vacation in Aruba. And so they stopped here for a week on their way home. And my granddaughter, who has more hair than anybody I know, she got her hair braided while they were in Aruba. And then it was time for it to come out. And there's a picture. It took me 6 hours to get those braids out of her hair, you guys. 6 hours. I was one tired grandma. I can't even. What else? What else exciting? We did the Andretti race cars. We did a day on the boat, out to dinner. You know, all the things. There's the family at SeaWorld. You know. Okay, enough of that. Back to the book. Janice, they serve alcohol at SeaWorld. Don't you worry about me. I had it under control. Plus, we took the wagon. So, I may have a photo of me riding in the wagon. At one point, I kicked the 4-year-old out of the way. Hang on. You guys want to see it? Do you guys want to see me riding in the wagon? Let's see. I think it's quite funny. I don't know if I have it on my phone or my iPad. Oh, we went over to a friend's house. They had an outdoor concert one night. And we, there was 6 of us. And all of our vehicles only hold 5. Well, thankfully, our friend only lives about a mile away. So we stuffed my daughter in the back of my 4Runner on a lawn chair. And she's holding a cheesecake and a bottle of wine. Sorry. All right, let's see. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, I'll find it and show it to you guys next time. Me laying in the wagon. Yes, it was quite a time. It was quite a time. All right, so let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to ink these up. I could go on and on and on and on. What else? I want to know what you guys have been doing. I know what Tammy's been doing. I chatted with her. Donna, what have you been doing? Janice, what have you been doing? Who else is here? A lot of lurkers out there today. Well, it was kind of yeah. No. No. And then, and the other thing that was a little bit challenging was it's the first time the dog has been around small children. Well, my granddaughter's 11 going on, 24. But the 4-year-old, she could take him down in a hot minute. But he finally learned, just don't panic and she won't knock you over. Danielle, hi. Working mostly trying to get super. Oh, I apologize. I didn't get any Christmas cards sent this year. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. You guys, I apologize. This girl has just been too darn busy. I think I'm mainly going to stick the quotes on the dyed paper. I don't want to mess up her, nice drawing paper. Oh, that's great, Donna. Good. And thankfully, my friend that I'm doing this for, only lives about 40 minutes away and is kind enough to actually run over here tomorrow morning and pick it up. So I don't have to drive it. And, you know, I got to do another grocery run this afternoon. Oh. Kip's working on finishing journals. Yep. Let's see, what else? What else do I have? Like I said, I am going to come on this afternoon because I do still have that sewing, this guy, the giant sewing journal. It's still available. I had put it in the box with all the boxes of lace, and I know it was priced very high, but you know, when you factor in the cost of the Victorian photo album that I bought and the cost of the actual journal and the box and all the vintage lace and whatnot, I did have to price it high, unfortunately. So I'm going to separate the journal from the box, and I'm going to put one box of lace with it and then do the bundle of lace in the little boxes by itself. And what else? And I do have, I haven't heard back from her yet, but I had mentioned to you guys, sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm trying to find my email. Thanks, Donna. I peeked. I sent out an email this morning to the wonderful gal that I'm going to be doing some selling for starting in January, I hope. And I haven't announced who it is yet. I'm going to wait until I get her first box. But what I can tell you is she has amazing items that, oh, let's put that there. Let's see what's on the other side. Yeah, I'm going to tip that right in there. She purchased a lot in like 2000, from 2018 to 2020, from a lot of like online sales, or, you know, she would purchase at vintage shops and markets and whatnot. And she just has an overload. She has storage units that are full. And so she needs to start downsizing. And I'm going to be selling for her. And she has got stuff from the 15 and 1600s, you guys. Not even kidding you. So it's going to be super fun. I don't know where Janine's hiding today, but I know she's going to be sending me a box. I also got a message from Sophia in India this morning. She's going to be sending us some $15 and under bundles soon. So it looks like the beginning of the year is going to be busy. What else? Oh, I'll also probably pull out the writing boards for you guys, or not the writing boards, the book boards for you guys this afternoon. So that if anybody wants a bundle of book boards, it's because it's hard to buy them in the Etsy shop because the shipping is, well, stupid. That's the only word I have. The shipping is stupid. All right, I think I'll save this full sheet and just add it in there in case she wants to use it. So we've got that. You guys know how bad I want to put vintage tape on here. How you feeling this morning, Danielle? How you feeling, girl? Danielle. I love it when she messages me when her and her tequila are sitting having a little fun. This I need to snip off. It's got a little fold right there, so I'm just going to give it a little snip and a little ink, and then it won't get bendy. Yeah, and I put tea-dyed paper on the back. I know. I'm going to. I'm not touching it. Oh, no. I won't. I won't. I won't. Okay, got it. See here it says, in use by many of the best artists. I thought that was cute. Oh, let's talk about the letters for a minute. Okay, after the first of the year, if any of you that bought the love letters are willing, come on, and you don't have to show your face. You don't even have to show your table. You can just come on and it can just be your voice. If you want to come on and read some of your love letters, oh my goodness, I have gotten messages from so many of you that got the love letters, and it's so fun because I didn't read through them. I haven't even read mine. Mine are right here. I haven't even read mine. That's all I kept. I kept one wedding invitation, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I kept that itty bitty. That's all I kept for my own self. You see, I shared. I really shared. But also, if you look in the description box below, just click where it says show more and come over and join the Facebook group. I think Peggy is still the only one. I don't know if anybody else has posted. I haven't had a chance to look. I've been so busy. Peggy posted a whole bunch of info about, she went through all of her letters and told us all the things. Spend one stream reading those messages. Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to hear about yours, Donna. I can't wait. But if you guys want to post about them in the Facebook group, that would be fantastic. What else? Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. I got this because I don't have a muslin bag this big, but I got this bag for it to go in. Isn't that cute? And it has handles, the trees. It fits in there perfectly. See? Ta-da! So I'm sure she's gonna love it. I'm hoping that I'll have time one of the days that, even though we have company, that I'll be able to get over and see her and go through it with her and explain it to her. Because for somebody that, isn't in the junk journal world or doesn't kind of understand, what we do and what we use and whatnot, I just feel like I want to explain it, Thanks, Tammy. Oh, Janice, I'm not going to lie. Every morning while I'm drinking my coffee, I look on all my auction sites, on all my auction houses, all the places where I find my things. I look and look and look, and you can find, 3 or 4 for 30 or 40 bucks. So you guys got to steal. That's what I realized. You guys got to steal. I started looking at the prices of old love letters. I was like, holy cow, I could have sold those things for $10 a piece. Oh my goodness. But I'm glad I got to share them. I'm glad everyone is enjoying them. Yeah, it was a blast. I wish I would have had more time to read more of them to you guys before we bundled them up and shipped them out. But I also like that there's still so much mystery out there. Everybody got a little bit. So I'm hoping we can get together and share more of that. All right, you notice that it's quiet. You don't hear the dog or anything. My husband had to run errands and he took her. Not willingly, but he took her. I'm like, look, I got things to do and I cannot deal with that dog right now. Especially because she's also in heat. So that got thrown into the mix the day before company came. Yep, so we had to deal with that. So I'm going to end this now. It's 11:30. So I would say look for me to go live around 3 or 4. I'm going to bring up the Yummy Sewing Journal at a flat price, lower than it is currently listed in the Etsy shop, because It's listed in the Etsy shop as the journal in the old box with all of the boxes of lace and the lace cards on the lace cards. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the journal with 1 box of lace, and then I'm going to bundle the other boxes together as their own listing. Yeah, right, Donna. Yeah, I need to clean house in here, and then tomorrow I'll be cleaning house out there. I'm going to do a grocery store run, and I have to run to UPS real quick, and those kind of things. But I wanted to, so if anybody was thinking about getting this as a whole set, it's in the Etsy shop. But if you want it as a whole set, message me, because we can do a square invoice and I can give you a 15% discount. Otherwise, this afternoon when I come on, I will pull it from Etsy and we're going to separate it and see if anybody is interested. And if you didn't, I love the original closures on this with the little bows. If you didn't see it yet, you can go back and watch. There's a couple of videos, but it's a big baby. It's a big baby. It's full of all things sewing. There's rusty safety pins, straight pins. I did a ton of sewing in it. So it's yummy. It's yummy and fun. And I just love the digis that I found for it. Hold on, I'll show you quick in case you haven't seen it. I'm just going to show the front and back signatures is all. And if anybody is interested that's lurking and you want to send me an email, that's fine too. But as soon as I get back from my errands, I'll throw up a reminder to let you guys know what time I'm coming on. Like I said, I'm going to shoot for around 3 or 4 Eastern. But, who knows how long I'll be gone. Who knows how long the lines will be today. I dislike grocery shopping very much. Very much. But I got to do it. Got to do it, man. Anyway. So that's all I've got to report right now. Thank you guys for popping in and saying hello. I will see you this afternoon. And then I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the month. We have so much. All right, you guys have a great afternoon. And I'll see you one more time today. Bye, guys.